Okay. Welcome to Say It Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. And I think I need to go turn on my L. Cause y'all hold on just a minute. Cause I'm gonna have to go turn on some L because I'm gonna probably need it before this live is out. And I'm not trying to pass out or anything. So you all just go in there and go in the kitchen and get you some barbecue. There's some barbecue. We got some sweet tea in there and make yourself at home. Now, I took me a nap earlier today. Well, not too early. But when I got up, it was time for me to do the live, and I'm like, I have not prepared. First, let me start over. Hey, how are you doing today? How's your Tuesday going? I always want to stop and we want to sit and we want to think about and you reflect over your day of how was your day? What did you do? Okay. Before I go jump in my day. So then, make sure you click that like button, subscribe button, that notification, that ding dong bell, and make sure you share it with someone as well. So I had woke up and I have to get myself all acclimated and together and everything. And I'm just dragging around, just dragging and just dragging. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to go live. So usually, and I do apologize about being late because usually, well, we just gonna make it. It's 7 p.m. Anyway, so I gets up and I'm thinking about, oh my goodness, I have to create a thumbnail. Then I gotta write out my agenda, what I'm gonna be talking about today. Now, pretty much, usually I write out the agenda, but I usually just get up here and speak. I just have out some pointers that I'm going. I ain't said no pornos. I said pointers because I know I have a lisp. So I usually get up here and I can pretty much hold the conversation. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta pick out what I'm gonna wear and everything like that. Then I gotta write out a agenda. I said, just bump it. I already know what I want to get up here and talk about, and it may go left field, no telling. So I am going to get up here and have the conversation. We're gonna chat about it. So, as it's been spiraling around in the media, you've been hearing about, well, no. First, I wonder which topic do I want to go first. Anyway, y'all probably like, just get on with it. I'm going to sing a song. And I love this song. And when I tell you, I can listen to this song on and on and on. But it goes something a little bit like this because it's by Kelly Price. Something that you must know. There is something that you must know. It is something that you must know. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Now, how I came about that song because back in the early 2000s, 99, 98, 2000, 2001, when people used to burn CDs, and some of you younger people, y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about, what burn CDs, where you would pretty much write a list of your song and they made computers that burnt the CD. Like you would go to, if I'm not mistaken, it would be LimeWire. Some of them they shut down, and you would download the music. You could download like different songs and stuff, and you would burn it to a CD. When people utilize CD players, now people utilize the iPhones, what it is, Apple Load, and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm gonna try to keep this live short, but we'll see how that work out. So that's how that came about. So my friend, he used to download CDs and he used to burn them. So I would have me a list out like a remixes I like. So I was listening something that you must know. There is something that you must know. It is something that you must know. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Listen to me. Something in my soul ain't right. Oh, I'm gonna get to that part about something in my soul ain't right tonight. We can't sleep at night. But so I put on the list, I put Kelly Price, something that you must know. He was looking for that song. And so He said when I went over there, I said, "You got my CDs ready? You got my CDs ready?" And I don't set up and said, but anyway, and I was like, "You got my CDs ready?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he he sat there and he said, "Larry," he said, "Come here." Like, don't be hollering at me. And so he talking about some, "You got on this paper, Kelly Price, something that you must know." And I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching. And you don't talking about, that is not the name of this song. And he talking about some, and I said, "Well, what's the name of the song?" He talking about some, the name of that song, if I'm not mistaken, the name of the song is "It's Gonna Rain." And I said, "No, it ain't. It's something that you must know." He said, "No, it is not. It is It's Gonna Rain." So he pulled it up. And I was like, "Oh, that's the name of that song." I was like, "Oh, my bad." I was like, "No, I think she misnamed that song because it should have been something that you must." He looked, he's talking about, so wait a minute. How you gonna say what the name of the, he's talking about what you take, because I do it. That's how sometimes I be getting people names wrong because how I see it, that's how I may say it, and it can be just as wrong as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 12 divided by 5 is 2. So I'll see it like, and I'm like, "That's how you say it." And so he said, "That is not how you," and I said, "No, that's the name of that song." He talking about, "You think because you hear like that part sung out in the song, that's the name of it." And sometimes that's not the case. I said, "It's the case this time. It's something that you must know." So anyway, something that you must know. It is something that you must know. So Miss Kelly Price was missing. And at first I saw a lot of coverage over it. Some people, I'm gonna direct y'all in other directions. So I saw a lot of coverage over, and I'm like, she missing. Now I was watching a show. I was watching the T.S. Madison show a while back, and I did recant her stating. I probably don't use the word, and that's probably not a correct word. And I heard her say, "Something in my spirit ain't right," in those words. She was like, "Y'all need to go up the road around the corner and check on Kelly Price." And she said it and she kept it moving. And I was like, and I kind of let it went over my head and everything. We come to find out, we found out that, she had a severe case of the Corolla, the Toyota Corolla. And so nobody didn't ever hear from her. So story what it was, and I give credit where credit is due. Larry Reed Live broke the story, and he talked about she was missing, and then she had a boyfriend, husband, and they had gotten married, and she done moved, and so the next episode he interviewed Kelly Price's sister. And so Kelly Price's sister, she had some concerns. She didn't say anything bad about her sister or anything. So just go over there to Larry Reed Live and see both of those episodes that he did if you want to know more of the details, because he did more of this work in it. So come to find out, something that you must know. It is something that you must know. Something in my soul ain't right. And so if you actually paid attention to what when people were doing it was something in their soul wasn't right. They couldn't sleep at night, wondering when change gon' come. Feeling that I'm not the only one. Tell me when I don't got to singing that song. Tell me when to turn you off. Doctor say it's not my fault. All the neighbors stop and say, Pastor say to stay in prayer. It will rain. There'll be pain. I'm probably tearing this latest song up. The sun will shine. Understand. Count it on joy. So he had Larry Reed put out everything. You see this, hear this, and then he have a lot of subscribers and LRLers. So come to find out, everybody else found out, including the sister, that she was married to the guy, done moved and found out some more stuff through Larry Reed. And so the sister, she got up there and she said, I found a lot of the stuff that I found out on your show. And she the sister. I said, this is crazy. This is a mess. So then finally, Kelly Price came out, and some people was upset because they didn't like how she came out. Because she came out, I'm good. Okay, y'all can leave me alone now. Y'all don't rattle. So I'm good. Leave me alone. So some people they didn't like how she came out. Really, and the truth be told, I done said this, and I'm gonna say it again. We know there are some diehard fans for celebs, singers, rappers, and whatnot. But some people, yeah, they want to be nosy because they want to know what was going on with Kelly Price because she had just disappeared, just got silent. Silent. She just got silent. So then she makes her appearance and everything. She was on they had her on the Bolo. Is it the Bolo list? Yeah. Did a wellness check and everything. They had some concerns with her husband and everything. Found out she had got married and everything. She done went to Las Vegas. Found out a lot of stuff done went to in Las Vegas. Detailed. So let me get back over here. This is why a lot of times these people, and so she came out and pretty much she was like, okay, I'm good, leave me alone. Oh, and yeah, throw that in. They find because when you go over there and watch Larry, you will see stated she checked herself out the hospital and she had hired a concierge doctor. But now let me go back to this other point. See, y'all be actually so caught up in these celebs and they don't be a bit more studying y'all. They really don't. So some of her fans were really concerned because they were, where is she? Where is she doing this homework and everything? Now some people were just being nosy. But y'all actually put all y'all energy in these people and y'all will fight for these people. Y'all will go hard, fight for these people, throw blows, throw them bowls, where them bowls at, throw them. Y'all will throw bowls at these people for two people about these people. And some of these people, they don't give a flying flip about you. See how she came back. Just like Lil Nas. He said, F the kids, pretty much F you and the kids. But these are the people that you all support. We all have somebody we support. I have people I support too. But I'm not finna go to fighting and carrying on about this person. But you support these people and they get up here and they treat you like, okay. Now I'm gonna say it like I worked at a company. They used to say, they used to get on and on the check stub it said, brought to you by our customers. Well, most of the time, people didn't pay no attention when they said brought to you by our customers. So what I did, I read brought to you by our customers. One of the leaders, we had customers, and some people would try to mistreat the customer. I ain't got time to deal with them. All they do is get on my nerves. They wrecking my nerves and all this. Dang, what you need, what you want today. Have an attitude. And so when we had our meeting, the leader said, if you all ever notice, have you all paid attention to your check stub? What does it say on there? At the very bottom, in parentheses, it said brought to you by our customers. That means without our customers coming in or doing business with us, none of us would not be here. We are only here because our customers um bring us business. So be mindful how you treat the customers, because guess what? They go and they leave and ain't no more of them. That mean ain't no more paycheck for us. And that mean ain't no more us here. And so when you think about that metaphor, you think about it as, okay, that's how some of these celebs are. A lot of the people put you all in these positions. Y'all get these people the crack of y'all behind the kiss. And some of these people still your diehard fans, but To each its own. But that is it. What Miss Kelly Price, she's been found out, and she's in a secluded area. I guess she's doing well. But people have heard from her and everything. And so that was something that you must know. It was something in your soul ain't right. Now we can sleep tonight because change have come. Pastor have stayed in prayer. Now it's something else that you must know too. Something else that you must know that came on, and this was a headlining topic as well. The View with Sunny, and I think her name is Anna. Well, that's been, covered as well. But I sat there and I watched because I wonder what is all this talk about Sunny and Annie and Camellia. Kamala. What is this all? So I went to, doing watching, I'll be watching my commentary and looking at, and so what happened was Sunny, I think that's her name. Sunny and Anna, they had pulled them off the show. They told them they had to leave the show live, worldwide. It is now in session. It's just like this recording going right now, like I'm live. They was having a live programming show. So they asked them that they must step off the stage. So when I watched it the first time, and also I was like, it didn't really, catch effect. So I'm over there watching Tasha K. Because Tasha K goes into the whole breakdown of what happens when when they're being tested before they take action and seating on the shows. So I went back, I said, wait a minute. So I went and watched it again and again. Now they did this whole live and they only asked two people to leave. But if you really watch it from the beginning, one of the whole she states something, if I'm not paraphrasing it, about some news that will be brought forth or something in that nature. And then they asked Sonny and Anna to leave off set. Now they asked Sonny and Hannah. They didn't have on no mask. Those were the only two people they asked to leave. They kept the show going like, okay, the show must go on. You have just said all these people were not negative. So they have been exposed to all of these people, even though most of the people in the audience had on masks and everything. But two of the people that were sitting up there didn't have on masks. I'm not going to go into the whole logistics of the breakdown of Toyota Corollas and all of that stuff. Because, they snatching down people's stuff for that. Even though I'm talking about the Toyota Corolla and Kirby and Hoover and Daredevil. So I said, well, okay. So Miss Camilla, she was supposed to do an interview. So I kept digging because, I started digging and listening to some things. Come to find out, now what was stated, allegedly, whatever you want to put out there. What was stated was Sunny had strong stance on what was going on at the Haitian border. Especially when we saw the picture about, the man sitting on the horse and he got out of whap and he talking about the whap is for the horse. I didn't know you have a whap that long for a horse that you just sit on his hump. And so they show the picture of the Haitian man running. So it was stated, and if you go and you dig into the clip, Sonny had strong. I wonder, am I saying this lady name right? I don't even have my phone up here. I could be messing this stuff all up and be like, can't listen to nothing he say because he be getting people names wrong. Well, y'all know if it's the wrong name, y'all know it's the two women that were pulled off the show, especially the women with black hair, long hair. So she had strong stance on the Haitian border. And she was gonna come from how her stance was on. Oh, she was gonna let Miss Camilla Harris have it. She was gonna let Miss Camilla have it. She was gonna let her have it. She was gonna respect her, but she was gonna come full force. And so now reading between the lines, because there are things, if you're not paying attention, which some of you don't, things can be done strategically and strategized to a certain degree. Because I'm gonna pause right here. Because if you ever notice, when certain people don't go well, and let's say they go into a school and things don't come back like they should, what do? They shut the whole school down. You go into a company, if people are found out about certain things, they driving a Toyota Corolla, they shut their whole department down. Most of the time, the whole office, except one company I know. I won't call their company name because I could go into some details about that company. Shut up, Larry. So most of the time, because I have family ready to have kids, and they had to go pick up the kids because they had been exposed. Well, the kids didn't have anything, but there was exposure at the school. They had to shut the school down. Y'all got to come home. So now, when you think of all that, and you look at what went on, two people were just asked to leave, and they still did the interview with Miss Kamala. Camilla. So they did the interview with Miss Camilla. So Miss Camilla, they asked her the same questions that, if I'm not mistaken, Sonny was gonna answer. But Sonny wasn't gonna let a lot of this stuff slide that the other person asked her. But if you watch her communication, you can communicate a few ways: through mouth, ears, body language. Body language. You can communicate different ways. But when you really watch and listen to how she responded, she was trying to put together a mess to make it sound good. Like one manager told me, you make the it all you do is you make the it look pretty. And that's what they did. So you could tell she was uncomfortable. She went all out. I'm like, girl, answer the question that lady them asked you. We went all around the Mayberry bush. We went singing around the roses, a pocket full of posies, ashes, London bridges falling down, falling down. London, little Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black. Like, can you just answer the question? She didn't ask you all about Miss Mary Mack. You being looked at as Miss Mack. So then they didn't even get to the other question because it was stated how she answered the question. You could tell her thoughts was all turned off and everything. So why would you strategize? See, you strategize, and I put in that distraction. You strategize because you don't want the people to know. See, this is what our president doing. That's why, if you understand the strategy, social media is a powerful tool. No, she couldn't answer the questions or none of that. She answered them, but she tried to deflect and throw things in about the history, the black history, and all of that stuff. So y'all didn't want this lady. Y'all did all of this allegedly. Y'all did all of this because y'all didn't want certain people to interview her. Y'all better start paying attention. Wake up. So our president, and here, this is where I'm going with. Social media is a powerful entity if you know how to use it. If you know how to narrate your story. That's why some of y'all be out here arguing with people about, I'm gonna prove you wrong. No, I'm gonna show you. Mm-mm. If you know how to control the narrative, if you know how to control your outcome, and especially if you are good with people and you understand people emotions, they are emotional wreck and they just all over the place, you can easily control your narrative if you are stable. You cannot move a city that is sounded and grounded. Food for thought. Think on that. Anyway, so if you understand the powerful tool of social media, well, what happened is the outcome is you're being talked about. People are not having vacuum. You don't have no Kirby. What happened to Kirby? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to hurry up with this live. My battery going low. What happened to Kirby, Hoover, Daredevil? You need to pick which one you want. You need to have one of them at least in your house, whichever one you choose. But you know, it's the people, it's them people that don't have a vacuum cleaner. You don't have a Kirby or a Daredevil or a Hoover. It's you people. And see, this is how the narrative is actually. Because if you get to singing that song side by side, if you get to singing the song and singing the song, what usually happens to people that don't actually read up on things, it starts spinning in their head and they get it in their head. They get it sunk in their head and they start hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. So it takes your focus off other things, like what's going on across the country and the borderline. So if you take people focus off of that, then it diminishes it. The thing, everything is still going about them people that were left over there. How some of them American people were left over there, but everything was allegedly everything get diminished. It would be what you would call damage control, risk management. So everything get looks down. So people focus are not on this. It's not the focus are not on what's happening at what it is. Um, Texaco border and what's happening over way over there across the sea, over across the ocean. So the focus gets so people are not looking at that. So now people get to saying, you don't have no why you don't have no Cubby or no Daredevil or no Hoover. So you get to spinning the narrative and you get the focus shifted on vacuum cleaners. And you wonder why people say you should pay attention to what, especially I learned just by doing research and reading up on pop, you have to look at what's not being said. When people are when people are leading you way over here, you should actually be going over here to see why they don't want me. When people are strong over here, this is they strong, adamant. See over here, stay over here. We getting you over here. You need to focus over here. You should be wanting to know why they want to. Why? Simple stuff that we learned in English. Why? When? What? Why? Who? And when? And how? Why they want to keep me over here? Why? What is over here so special? Why ain't nobody over there? Well, let me start going on. Why nobody don't want me going over there? When I go over there, I'm crazy. When I go over there, I don't know what I'm talking about. Why is that? But everybody else, but selective people know what's going on over here. But all of these people, most of them, don't know what's going on over here because, see, their focus is over here. Pay attention. Wake up, people. So I'm more so, because, see, I learned, see, in politics, when you're reading up on politics, you have to look at you hear what's being said, but you also hear between the lines of what's not being said, what's not being paid attention to. What is the notion of getting you over here? You throw a dog a bone, a dog will run at it. But when you ask the what, when's, why's, who's, and where, why did you throw the bone? Why did you throw it that way? Why that particular bone? Why did you throw it that far? Why did you throw it so far that you trying to throw me so far off to where I forget about what's over? Something that you must, but you know, it's all a part of that song. It's something that you must know. I done been on this live for 30 minutes. It's something that you must know. Please make sure you click subscribe and like and share and notification. Something in my soul is right now. I can sleep tonight. I know change will come. I know I'm not the only one that happened to. Tell me when you on. The doctor say it's not my fault. All the neighbors stop and say, Pastor say to say, and Pastor, I keep myself in prayer. But it will rain. No, the sun is out today. There'll be pain. Depends on how you look at the perspective. Trouble will come. It depends on what you did. Must understand. I don't. Count it on joy. I count it all on joy every day. You have to count it all on joy every day. Thank you so much for tuning in this live for my computer go dead. That's what that lady said. If that lady said I was at work, she said computer. I said computer. Ain't it COMPU? But I can't talk about people when how they be pronunciations their names and stuff. Cause I tell somebody the name of like I don't told this lady so. But it's something that you must know. You will sleep tonight. Something that you must know. Have a good night and thank you so much for tuning in to Said Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. It will something that you must know. There is something that you must know. You found it out. You found it out. You found it out. Listen to me.